Hello everyone and welcome to my virtual pet review video. In this video I will be reviewing the Eevee X Tamagotchi, which is the Pokemon Tamagotchi collaboration, which I commonly refer to as the Eeveetchi. So here it is. It's another of the Tamagotchi collaborations that are in a Tamagotchi Nano, with one of the first being probably the Ainori collaboration, which I haven't actually run yet, but I do intend to, as I am a fan of the Ainori reality TV show. Anyway, I've previously reviewed the Eeveetchi, so I'll try not to repeat anything that I might have said in the Eeveetchi review video about what a Tamagotchi Nano is, but more or less I'm still a big fan of the cute little small size, as well as the melodies that are played that are the same as the sounds that you'll experience in the modern Tamagotchis, such as the colour Tamagotchis. So, first of all, there are two shells. There's this pink shell that I have here, but there's also a brownish yellowish shell which closely resembles our very cute friend over here, Eevee. So I'm a pretty big fan of the Tamagotchi collaborations, and I do like the Tamagotchi Nanos despite not actually running my my actual Tamagotchi Nano before, but hey, maybe one day. So the Eevee Tamagotchi is pretty self-explanatory. You get to raise Eevee from Pokemon, and the way that you look after your Eevee determines what evolution you'll get from it. So the perfect care evolution, or Eeveelution rather, is Sylveon, which is the fairy type evolution, but depending on how else you raise it, you might get really bad care, which is the Ditto Eevee, but if you give it average care, it opens up the different evolutions that are more vast, such as Vaporeon, or Jolteon, or Flareon, or any of the other elemental evolutions of Eevee. Now, while those all are the average care evolutions, how you get them is actually determined by one of the games, and that game is the Berry Get game here, which is the top one here, with the little berry before the words get. So if we play that, we'll notice that it's your run-of-the-mill catching game, where you have to navigate around obstacles and catch berries. You'll also notice that there are other items that are falling, and these are elemental items, and while catching them does enter the game, catching more of a certain type of elemental will actually help determine what evolution that you are going to get. So if I catch the ice elemental, for example, if I get an average care evolution from my Eevee, it will result in the Glaceon evolution, which is the ice type evolution. But of course, you can just play it through and catch all the berries, but that won't necessarily mean that you'll get one of the evolution that you want. The other game is called Darts, which is a pretty standard reflexes is probably a better way to describe it. You'll get a cute animation of your Tamagotchi, and then you'll have to input either AA, BB, A, or just B. And it's fairly easy. The games are fairly quick, they're probably less than a minute in length, and they're fairly easy to get a perfect score in, which I've got to say, it's quite nice. It's nice you don't have to spend several minutes on a game that you don't think is very fun. These games are a perfect length, and they're pretty fun too. See, that was a complete run of 2 games, and it probably only took about a minute or so. And of course you can feed your Eevee with meals or with snacks, and that's pretty straightforward. So the other evolutions are, if you have average care but leave the lights on overnight, you get Team Rocket Eevee, which was what I was aiming for, but somehow got the perfect care evolution. Or average care and you predominantly play the dance game, you get the dancing costume Eevee. So it's pretty cool in the way that different care will result in a different version of Eevee that you can get, a different evolution. But having said that, it is actually hard to do badly. Now I'm going to give the ease of use rating, the same rating as I gave the Eeveetchi, which was the Evangelion crossover, a 10 out of 10. They are very easy. I got perfect care by trying to make care mistakes. So in the first time I played this, I also got Sylveon with very... I didn't put much attention or care into it. So it's definitely a 10 out of 10 in terms of ease of use. Now, that's not necessarily a good thing, because if you want to get an average care evolution, it's actually kind of hard to, because it's so easy. But it's not necessarily a bad thing either, because the thing I like about the nanos is that they're more for if you have like a busy lifestyle and can't afford to check your Tamagotchi constantly. So with the Tamagotchi Ocean, you have to check that every like 10 minutes because you might have got an invisible illness or something. You have to check it all the time. And if you are working or busy or out or something and can't check your Tamagotchi constantly, your Tamagotchi will die. With this, you only really have to feed it a couple of times a day. You don't even have to play that many games with it. There's no weight involved. You have to make sure it's that it doesn't get too heavy or too sick. It's fairly straightforward, as all the nanos are, and that's what I do like about them, is that they are easy to use even if you have a busy lifestyle. So I definitely recommend, if you like virtual pets, but more so like the idea of virtual pets because you find yourself too busy to actually go around and look after a virtual pet, I would recommend to pick up any of the Tamagotchi nanos, especially the collaborations, because if you like a certain franchise like Pokemon or Gudetama or Pokemon for this example in particular, or Neon Genesis Evangelion, and there's a Demon Slayer one coming out at the end of the year. So pretty vast. There's also a Fate Stay one coming out too, so they're really releasing these collaborations quite a lot. So I'm hoping for a Digimon one, as silly as that might be, since Digimon is its own sort of Tamagotchi because it's the same company. But anyway, I do like that. So, but definitely a 10 out of 10 for ease of use, and not necessarily a good thing. Another thing to note is that I really enjoy this. I probably enjoy this less than the Evangelion one, the Eeveetchi. I gave the Eeveetchi an 8.5 out of 10 for enjoyment. This one I did enjoy, but it doesn't have those cute little animations throughout the day that the Eeveetchi had. So I'm going to have to give this a 7.5. So I'm deducting a point just because it doesn't have those cute animations. And it does have, I think, less possible evolutions, but that doesn't really matter too much because any more and it'd be unrealistic for Eevee. Eevee has the evolutions and then I guess the costume ones from Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. But that's it. And that's basically what this Tamagotchi gives you. So yeah, I like this one. I wish I got a different evolution, but it just means that I'm going to have to play it again and again to try to get that Team Rocket Eevee, because I love Team Rocket Eevee. He's very cute. So yeah, I do recommend that. I recommend all the collaborations, and I'm looking forward to having to play more collaborations. And yeah, I recommend this one. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for enjoyment and 10 out of 10 for ease of use. Definitely one I'd recommend because of how easy it is. But yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on the Eevee Tamagotchi. I like the collaborations. I hope that they release more. I think I enjoy the collaborations overall more than I enjoy the colour Tamagotchis actually. So there's that. But I do like an easy Tamagotchi that I can sort of still have a life but also be running a virtual pet. It's cool. So yes, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about the Eeveetchi, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!